Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Welcome dear learners. I am Dr. Manisha Goswami, working as an assistant professor at Institute of Business Management, GLA University. Today we are going to start with our lecture number 18 on internet working and e-business strategy. So before we start with our today's lecture, let's have a quick recap of what we had done in our previous lecture so far. So far we had discussed the concept of strategy from the very beginning, that what corporate strategies are. So you must have understood that simple strategy is going to act like a master plan of action. It seems to be so simple to understand that it is a master plan of action, but it requires extensive steps to really be taken in order to create your strategy. So all these steps from the lecture number 1, then you have gone through 2, 3, 4, 5 till the lecture number 15, we are talking about that how exactly the strategies are going to be formulated, from simple inception of an idea that I want to create a strategy, a master plan of action, a strategy which is the art of winning the war without fighting it. Winning without fighting is a hallmark of a great strategy. This what we were talking about quite a long. But do you really think you can frame a strategy without the assessment of the environment? Answer is no. So for this, for creating the strategy, you have to have a fair idea about the different environmental factors, like both your external environment plus your internal environment. This is going to give you the understanding about the SWOT. External environment give you the outcome in the form of opportunities and threats. Internal environment will give you the outcome in the form of strength and weaknesses. So until unless you have the assessment of the internal external environment, you won't be able to take the advantage of the various opportunities, and you will not be able to prepare yourself against the threat. And after getting this understanding, you will be in a position to create your corporate strategy. Corporate strategies are going to give you the direction. They will help you to do the portfolio assessment. They will help you to do the parenting of those areas which are currently not doing well but have lot of potential to do in near future. But when you are framing a corporate strategy and you are not having a ethical background, your behavior is not ethically correct, so ethical knowledge is at most important to take the corrective decisions or to set the line of direction for the rest of the organization. And the transparency should also be maintained, the accountability should also be maintained. So being a corporate strategy formulator, or the one who you are the top manager of an organization or the board of director of the organization, you have to be very cautious about the ethical ground, transparency and accountability, as that this is what we had discussed under the corporate governance. Thereafter, next comes is the business strategy, where the people try to simplify the complexity of the corporate strategy, keeping in mind how it is going to get executed by the functional level people. So in the process of this, we have to undergo certain understanding of different type of strategies, like the cost leadership, differentiation, focus towards cost or focus towards the differentiation. Once it is done, the next level is a functional strategy, where all the department try to sync their activity with each other. Thereafter, we also got to know that it is important to select the correct strategy out of the multiple options on the basis of feasibility, suitability, acceptability criteria. Thereafter, it is equally important for us to have an understanding about the global environment, what is happening around you, right? So if you don't have the understanding that what is happening around you, how the global environment is getting changed, how the different dimensions or opportunities are generating in the global market, you may lose the opportunity. So global market understanding of different ways of entering into the international market is equally very important. Thereafter, we got to know that when you are implementing the strategy, it is important to sync strategy with the structure, because structure is going to get determined by the strategy, and if the required change is not brought into a structure, the structure is going to adversely impact the strategy. And when you are executing a strategy in the organization, you have to really take care of the behavioral aspect of a worker. So for this, it is important to have a good leader in the organization, right? So when you fail to have a good leader in the organization, then you may not be able to survive and sustain, and proper allocation of the resources equally become very important. Thereafter, you need to keep on understanding the importance of of bringing the change in the organization, the one who change will survive and the one who fail to change will perish, right? So we have seen a lot of good companies who are having a huge market stake in the market, they won't be able to survive and sustain. Why? Because they fail to change themselves with a change in the market mindset, with a change in the customer taste and preferences, be it a change in the technology, be it a change in the dynamics of the economic structure or the demographic dividend. So whatever the changes are taking place, if you are not changing accordingly, if you are not upgrading yourself, you are not taking the leverage of those dividends, then you are missing out from the market. This is what we had discussed under the organization change and innovation. Thereafter we talk about the evaluation and control, because you have formulated the strategy, you have implemented the strategy. Now this is a time to really evaluate your strategy. Why it is important to evaluate your strategy? Because you get to know that whatever the direction you have given to your organization, are they moving on the right track or not? If they are not moving on the right track, then control techniques we had discussed, lot of control techniques like premise control we talk about the strategic surveillance, we talk about the special alert control, right? So all those control mechanism has to be applied the moment you got to know the things are moving against your thoughts, the things which you have set for your organization, the things are not aligned. So you have to bring certain changes in the existing strategy. That's what come under the controlling technique. Next is your public and non-profit organization were discussed, where we try to understand that how public organization works, what their business model is, how non-profit organization or the non-government organization works, what their business model is, what their revenue model is. Like in case of a public organization, their revenue model is through taxes or the fees or the subscriptions, right? On the contrary side, and for the non-profit organization, we observe their revenue model is through donations, like some crowdfunding, charitable trust are there. So these are the ways through which they will be getting the revenue, but the purpose of the service is to help the society. Their purpose is not to earn the profit at all. Then in the previous lecture we talk about the family and the micro business, what kind of a strategy these people are having. Like in case of a MSME, what we observe that in the MSME, micro enterprises are having a significant stake in generating a job. They are generating around 20.39 crores of the job for the general public. So they are acting as so integral part of a Indian economy. They are pivotal to the growth of Indian economy. They are contributing significantly to the GDPs of the country, right? So around 30% of a GDP is coming from the side of a MSME. So MSME is contributing significantly in order to generate the GDP of the nation. So why not to take care of MSME? And that's why in this current budget also the finance minister has announced a certain budget for supporting the MSME, because they are pivotal in generating the job opportunity. No matter the people are not educated, they are not having a degree, but they are highly skilled. So they are sensing the importance of skills, right? This is what coming under the Skill India, Make in India. So MSMEs are close aligned with the vision and the mission of the country of a Skill India and Make in India. So in order to help the accomplishment of that vision mission, they observe that MSME are closely aligned, so they are funding this MSME, and this is how they will be able to attain their vision mission of attaining this opportunity of Skill India or a Make in India concept. And furthermore, we got to know that these small enterprises, their formula for the success is hyper local. They are hyper local, plus they have started working on digital. So digitalization is also taking place. And next very important aspect is personalization. So this is the formula of the success of MSME. So they are hyper local, they are working on digitization, and their services are always very personalized, always customized, right, as per the taste and preferences. And they have started making use of different platforms in order to create the buzz in the market, right? So let's start with our lecture, today's lecture, which is talking about the internet working, and this is really going to pave the way even for MSMEs or whatever the different platform you are having. So today's learning objective is going to understand the concept of internet working and its significance in e-business, identify different internet working business model and their key components, evaluate the performance metrics used in the internet working business model, then develop a comprehensive digital marketing strategy. The fifth learning objective is analyze the key performance indicator in digital marketing, explore emerging trend and challenge in the digital marketing and the e-business strategy. So these are the essential learning objectives of today's lecture. Now let's understand what internet working is. Internet working refers to the practice of connecting multiple computers together or the multiple networks together through router, gateways and the various networking protocol. Nowadays it becomes so essential for the e-business. If e-business are not making use of this technology of the internet working, do you think they will be able to connect their services with the multiple nations, with multiple consumers? Answer is for sure no. It facilitates the seamless communication, data transfer and collaboration between business and the customer. So e-business could do a business. Why? Because of this advancement of the technology. If this advancement of technology would not have been possible, we could not get this service of e-business. So now the strategic connection like globalization and market expansion is taking place. So with internet working, business can expand their reach to the global market even if they are physically located in one region. Suppose you are sitting in India, you can connect with the clients in Egypt, you can connect with the client in Mexico, you can connect with the client in Sweden, you can connect with the client in Austria, right? So you are sitting in India and you're connecting with different other locations of the geographical location, and this is only happening because of internet working. A company can now cater into international market by utilizing the network's infrastructure like websites, social media, platforms, etc. This aligns with the strategic management by enabling the firm to think globally and act locally. And this is what the key aspect of the growth of the organization. When you are thinking globally but you are acting locally. Locally, that means the place where you are serving, you should see what kind of a taste or preference of that local country customer are. If you are not able to offer the product as per the taste and preference of that locality or that local place, then you will not be able to survive and sustain, right? Say for example, when pizza enter into a India market, they come up with the boiled vegetable over the bread. So you must have seen and experienced also that people stop disliking the product because it is not as per the taste and preferences of the Indian customer. Then they realize, they gone through the study and assess the Indian taste bud, and they come to know that Indian taste bud is towards spicy food. So they started putting different spice, different flavors over the pizza. As a result, the people are become so fond of the pizza product, right? So you have to act locally. If you are not acting locally, no matter how big giant you are, how big organization you are, how many big organization you are having across the globe, they are least concerned of it. But if your product is not as per their taste and preferences, so you have to act locally to really adjust your product as per the taste and preferences of the customer. Next is your supply chain management. So if you want to have an effective supply chain and you really want to overcome the issues of the variations, this is what McDonald's did in order to overcome the variation of the quality of the salad or the quality of the burger or the quality of the patties they are preparing. They don't want the variation. So production is taking place hardly in 2 or 3 units, and the rest of the branches are in the process of just getting the services from those 2 units in the southern part of a country, right? So how they are shipping the salads and the different sauces or the different raw material for manufacturing, for really assembling of the burger, because at different outlets or the franchisee unit or the different outlets of the McDonald's, what you are observing, they are just assembling the things. They are not manufacturing the bun, they are not cutting the salads, they are not even preparing the sauces, they are doing nothing. They are just assembling the thing at their outlet and giving it to the customer. The real production is taking place at 2 or 3 units in the southern part of a country, country. From there the rest of the things are getting shipped to these different outlets, and it is only happening possible because of the supply chain management. So effective internet working can streamline the supply chain, connecting the supplier, manufacturer, distributor in the real time. This is aligned with the strategic objective of achieving the operational efficiency and reducing the cost. Next is communication and decision making. So internet working facilitate instant communication across the team, helping in real-time decision making and fostering the collaboration. Manager can make better decision because they have timely access to the relevant data. If you fail to have the relevant information or the data, you won't be able to take the correct decision. So with the help of this internet work, and this is data available on the different websites and the information available on the websites of the headquarter, they can take the quick decisions. Otherwise it get prolonged to take the final decision. There are certain key elements of internet working business model. Let's have a quick look at them, and these key elements are going to be utilized by the business model in order to take the best advantage and facilitate the business activities, like network infrastructure including the hardware like routers, switches, server, software like protocol, security measures required to connect the business. So you are going to create such kind of a network infrastructure. You have to purchase all these infrastructure equipments in your organization to facilitate those seamless services of the internet working. Cloud computing provides scalable source, reducing the need of a physical infrastructure. Like if you have purchased some of the cloud portion, right? So like in case, for example, cloud kitchen is there, right? Or like the cloud education is there, right? Cloud medical sciences are there. So if you have purchased certain space in the cloud, then on that basis you can provide or render certain services. E-commerce platform like online marketplaces like Amazon, eBay, Shopify, that connect the sellers and the buyer. So e-commerce platform, again you have to purchase your own e-commerce platform with robust e-commerce platform. And a lot of people, like in case of a Meesho, we have seen SoftBank of Japan has invested heavily in Meesho to provide them the seamless experience for the customer. Mobile and IoT integration enhance the business operation through real-time data collection and analysis. Next is the security and the compliances ensure the data protection, encryption, adherence to regulation like GDPR and PCI DSS. Now, what is GDPR? GDPR is a general data protection regulation. It is adopted by the European country in the year 2018, and the purpose is to ensure that none of the company is misusing the data of the citizens of European Economic Area or the European Union. They are not misusing. If any company found guilty, they are using the data without the consent of the citizen of a European Union, then they have to pay a hefty charges, which is somewhere around 20 million euro or 4% of their annual global turnover. So whichever is high is going to be the fine upon the company. So such a kind of regulatory authority a European government has set for the companies who are misusing the data of the customer or the citizen of a country. So GDPR stands for, this is the General Data Protection Regulation Authority. So they are creating a process where they will try to protect the data of the general public or the citizens of a country. Another is PCI DSS. PCI is a payment card industry and DSS is a data security standard. So payment card industry like credit card manufacturing companies are creating certain standards which comes under the data security standards, like a Visa, like MasterCard, like American Express. These are such big companies have created a data security standards so that the card user may not get any problem while doing the transaction, or their data should be encrypted. Whatever the information they are using while doing the transaction, making use of the credit card, should be safe and secure, right? So PCI, DSS and GDPR, these are the different regulatory bodies which are creating a support for the customer end. And if you as a company also making use of such technology and trying to extend your services, better services to your customer or to your clientage, then for sure they will feel safe and secure, and the reputation of a company will grow higher, and they will be a huge word of mouth in the favor of your organization. The type of internet working business model, they like B2B, right, where business is taking place between another business, like Alibaba is selling the goods from one business to another business, like the trading mart in India also doing a business from one business to another business. Like business to consumer is the another which is very common, that this is what we are making use of. We are a consumer and there are certain companies who are available on the platform like Amazon and the Walmart, Flipkart, Meesho, Mathura. So what we are doing, we are as a customer buying from the business, right? And then consumer to consumer, like OLX, right, you have certain outdated product or you have certain product you really want to sold it off, and because you might be moving from one country to another, so you put it on OLX, and there the other customer is there going to be there and is going to review your product and then can take a decision whether to buy or not to buy. eBay is again a consumer to consumer. Another model could be consumer to business, like consumer offer a product and service to business, for example, Freelancer, Upwork, Upgrade. These are the platforms, they are taking the services from the consumer. So consumer to the gig workers are going to come here. Then B2G is business to government, where business provide the products and services to the government. As I told you that there is a website which is government e-marketplace. There the business, the different artisans, the handicraft producers or the skills of the Indian, like Madhubani painting, right? So they are somebody sitting in Bihar and they are skilled in doing the Madhubani painting. So they can put forward their painting on this government e-marketplace, and from there the government employees can directly purchase and there will be no intermediaries in between. And so the direct price will go to the artist, not to the intermediaries. So this is what business to government, and government really want that artists of India should be better paid, that the real farmers of India should be better paid. So they want to, they are working on eliminating the intermediaries in between. Now there is a performance matrix in the internet working business model, like network latency, that measure the time taken by the data transfer. If there is a lot of network hacking is taking place or network is lagging in between, so that lagging of a network is going to take lot of time to transfer the data. So if it is happening, that means this is the threat for the company to make use the network of such company, and this is the weakness of a particular organization, right? That network service provider company will become this is going to become their weakness, and because of their weakness this is going to be a threat for the users, right? The users is going to face the threat because they won't be able to create a distinct image in the market, or if they are trying to surf the certain products via using that network, they may not be able to get the required response in the right time, and the decision making may get delayed. Now uptime and the downtime indicate system reliability and the availability, right? So if your system is reliable, then there will be a repeated issues, that customer frequency of purchase or the customer reliance over your website will become easier. If there is some threat, if there is some gap in the reliability of your product, then there is a issue, the frequency of buy or the retention of a customer as a client, because this is going to be a B2B model. So the client is going to be, a customer is going to be another businessman. So that businessman will look for some other model instead of buying your model. Then the transaction speed has to be very smooth and efficient. For the user engagement and retention, the measure the customer interaction and the loyalty, and the conversion rate, the percentage of user making the purchase, return on the investment. So these are going to be the essential performance metrics, or you can say the key performance indicators. If all the answers are coming in the positive, if the answers are coming in a positive manner, then you have attained the KPI. And if answers are coming in negative, suppose few things are missing in the organization, then you have to work why these things are missing. You have to really work on finding the cause and effect analysis to be done in order to fix correct strategy. right? So if any of the answer out of all these essential parameters, if these three are not coming well, then you have to figure out why these three things are not coming in my organization, why the conversion rate is not there, right? Because of poor conversion rate, the accountability, this ROI return is also going to get affected, right? Engagement and retention is not there, transaction speed is not there. So you really have to work on finding out that despite of having a better data transfer and the uptime and downtime is also very efficient, despite of that these four things are not working well in my organization. So you have to really fix them by finding the correct answer of it. So having a KPI is going to bring a lot of clarity in the mind of a user. Challenges in the internet working business model like cybersecurity threat, and for this we have just discussed, there is a general data protection regulation which is taken by the European Union, European government in the year 2018, PCI DSS. This is the another way that this is how they are trying to protect the transactions which are taking place and the people who are the users of the credit card. This is a company known as payment card industry, and they try to work on the data security standards in order to ensure that whatever the transaction is happening via Visa, MasterCard or American Express credit card, all those data are fully encrypted and it is protected. The customer are not going to face any difficulty of losing the data, right? So cyber security threats are compelling the companies and even the government to come up with better firewall securities or encrypted things so that this cyber security threat can be minimized. So hacking, phishing, malware attacks can only be minimized when the companies who are producers of the credit card, the company who are facilitating the online transactions like UPI, Google Pay, Phone Pay, these companies have to work on their encryption. They have to work on finding how they can make their transaction flawless, smooth and without any issues of getting hacked in between. And this is the reason most of the time we have seen the companies like Google, they try to create a competition among the people that who can hack my system. The one who will hack my system will get the maximum, because they have so much of surety that nobody can hack. And the day somebody from India able to hack the system, they realize that there is a glitch in the Google which their team could not able to identify, and they appreciated the Indian boy. So that's how the company try to validate and check whether the system is in place or not. Next is the infrastructure cost. Infrastructure cost talk about the high investment in the technology and the network security. This is another challenge because of which every next company would not like to land up into such kind of a business world of where the investment is comparatively high, until unless you are highly skilled and you have some backup or sources of the fund. So this issue can only be rectified when you have some backup of the fund, or you have some sources from where you can raise fund, or some government projects you have in your hand with the help of which you can enter into this market. Regulatory compliance, like adhering to the multiple global regulation. This is just, I told you that GDPR is having their own regulation for the European citizens, that nobody can use the data of European citizen until unless you have the consent of the citizens of the Europe, right? So if you are misusing it, then and you found guilty, then the amount is 2 million euro. The fine is 20 million euros or 4% of annual global turnover, right? So if anyone found guilty has to pay this much, such a hefty amount you have to pay, right? So regulatory compliance, adherence to the different country regulatory compliance, you miss out with any of the compliance, you are going to land yourself with a hefty penalty. Scalability issue, ensuring the infrastructure can handle the business growth. So yeah, obviously if you are having a good internet working, you can easily scale up your business, but for scaling up your business, again you have to ensure that there is no network latency, that there is no lag in the network, uptime and downtime. So whenever you are scaling, you really have to ensure that the entire business is growing along with the advancement in technology or not, or your technology is lagging somewhere but your business is is growing. As a result, your customer are having a poor feedback, or customer is giving poor experiences because your system is lagging, because there is always a hacking issue, or there is some or the other issues are coming up while accessing your website. So you can scale up your business with the help of technology, that's for sure, but you need to ensure the quality or the standards of the KPI are met or not. Then let's look at how e-business can leverage the internet for business operations. So e-business refers the conducting business operation over internet, including marketing, sales, supply chain and customer service. It also include activities like B2B, business to business, B2C and C2C. So such models as we have seen, so e-business are only possible. Why? Because of the internet work. If internet work would have not been here, the technology would not be in the country or in the world, we would never be able to experience this concept of e-business. Now e-business is going to be facilitated, or you will be able to really market your product with the help of digital marketing, right? So digital marketing is another thing which is going to help not only the e-business but also the conventional model of the business also, because conventional model of business, I don't want to miss out this opportunity of popularizing the business with the help of the digital marketing. So digital marketing is going to help both e-business as well as the conventional business. Digital marketing encompasses all marketing efforts that use electronic device or the internet. Business leverage digital channels such as search engines, social media, email, website to connect with their customer. Now, strategic management connection between the two is the comparative advantage. For example, Amazon revolutionized retailing with its online platform, offering convenience and a vast selection of the things. Vast selection of things got possible only because of affiliate marketing. Strategic management revolve around gaining and sustaining such comparative advantage. Second is your innovation and value creation, that business can offer customized service or product based on customer preference, creating value for both company and its customer. This aligns with the strategic objective for innovation in product development and service delivery. Furthermore, the CRM, that e-business model, especially through the platforms like social media, email marketing, enable business to directly interact with the customer. Strategic management emphasize customer satisfaction, loyalty, which are critical in the long-term success. So what we are observing, that digital marketing, e-business, network working, all of these things are going to facilitate your business strategically also. You can gain the competitive advantage. So the places where you were earlier not able to possible to grow your units over there, now with the help of the network services, you can really make your product available to those places also. Earlier you were failing to expand your business to the foreign country because you really don't want to bear the cost of traveling from one place to another places physically all the time in order to manage the business. Now with the help of internet working, you can easily manage to have a business or run the business by sitting in your home country, and can deal with the multiple countries by conducting video conferencing or by having a Zoom meeting, real-time meeting, while having a Google Meets, that is again a real-time meeting. So that this is how you can have a possibility of conducting the meeting across, taking the decisions at the right time at right place, and this is going to facilitate your business. So this is how you can gain your comparative advantage. Innovation and creation can also take place with the help of technology. Now by just a click away, you will get to know that what is happening around the world, what kind of taste and preferences customers are having. You can use the Google Analytics matrix strategy also in order to find out the taste and preferences of the customer of the different part of the world. You don't have to go to a particular country and spend years and years to survey the customer. Now with the help of just a few prompts on the Google, you can really get the responses about the taste buds of the customer. You got to know about the preferences, liking of the customer of that locality, and based on that you can come up with the better product for them. Customer relationship management, that you can keep I have seen a lot of companies are sending the greetings on the New Year's, greetings on your anniversary, your birthday, right? They are celebrating things with you. That's how they are establishing a strong connect with their customer. So it is all happening because they are getting the alerts on a particular day. This is the birthday of your client, this is the anniversary of your client, this is the day when you have joined the partnership. So such kind of alerts they are getting, and those alerts are coming because of the technology they are making use of, or the Google Calendar they are using, right? So those calendars are helping them to get the alerts, and based on the alert they are establishing the good customer relationship. Marketing intelligence, like you can assess the market. So e-business platform collect the large amount of data on the customer behavior, preference, feedback, and this data driven decision making supports the strategic management process, as company can better understand the market trend, customer needs, and the performance metrics. So you can have a intelligence over the market. When you are analyzing the data correctly, you can collect the data and can do the big data analysis also. So these analysis are now possible because of advancement in technology. And now you will find difficulty in using the Excel because the data size is getting so bigger and bigger. So for this you need a big data analysis techniques. So big data analysis is going to help you to really analyze the large chunk of a data which Excel cannot do. So market intelligence is helping the organization to further understand the customer, their taste and preference, the demographic variable, economic conditions, and other thing. Cost efficiency, by using e-business model, example online store, digital platform, company can lower operational costs by reducing the need for physical store or intermediaries. This help business implement cost leadership as a strategic positioning. So different models. If you are running a business in India and you got to know that there is somebody who is very expert for doing certain work, maybe sitting in Bihar, and you can easily contact to that person, the person sitting in Bihar, you're sitting in UP, and you can connect with that person and you can develop the relation and can get the products from that person and can sell to your market, and you can give the commission to that person also. So you are directly buying from the person who is the manufacturer or the producer of a thing, or the person who is skilled in that area. That's how you can reduce the cost of really getting from the third party or other party. You are directly contacting the manufacturer. So when you directly contact the manufacturer or the producer of a thing, you will get the quality product, and you will generate more reliability also, because if anything, if your customer are not giving the correct feedback, you can directly talk to the manufacturer, and manufacturer can bring the changes, right? And this can take place more quickly as compared to the situation when lot of intermediaries are involved. Suppose you are a customer and you are finding some difficulty in a product, you will be informing the retailer will go back to the wholesaler, and then wholesaler will go back to the manufacturer. So it is a long route to go. So suppose you are a retailer and you know who is the right manufacturer of a product, and you directly contacted that person, and from where you bought the things and you sold it off to the customer. So if a customer is giving some response to you, you will directly talk to the manufacturer. So you are reducing the possibility of getting the things delayed, and you are also reducing the possibility of not getting listened by the manufacturer. So when you are directly in deal, you can overcome lot of cost. Time is also a cost. Now there are different components of a digital marketing which a particular organization can make use of, like search engine optimization, which is going to enhance the website visibility. So the moment you put the name of a doctor and the first doctor comes on the site, this is happening because of search engine optimization. Because most of the time the people try to pay the Google to get their ranking at the top, and sometimes their rank is coming at the top because they are having good reviews. So most of the time it is observed the people are getting the top listing because their reviews are good, and over the period when their reviews keep on accumulating in the website of that person, they sustain their position at the top. Next is your content marketing, involve the blog, video, infographics, and the podcast. Build brand authority and help in engaging the customer. That is a content marketing. Like social media marketing, like using the platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, WhatsApp, right? So a lot of WhatsApp businesses are happening. A lot of people are putting their products on the WhatsApp group and trying to get their customers, enhance the customer engagement and the brand awareness. Pay per click advertising, that is PPC, include Google ad, Facebook ad, LinkedIn ad, target specific audience based on the demographic and their behavior. Next is your email marketing, right? Involve the newsletter, promotional emails, right? Almost every next company is asking you to enroll yourself before you get the access to the particular application. Say for example, you open the application of an Amazon, they will ask you some essential details about yourself. They will ask you that you want the promotional notes from them or not. If you tick on it, you will start getting the email newsletters from Amazon, Flipkart, or different other companies where you have ticked. So they will be asking you, they will take your consent, and the moment you give the consent, they will start sending the mails to you. So involve newsletter, promotional emails, drip campaign, provide personalized communication with customers. Next is your affiliate marketing. This is what we are seeing happening in case of Amazon, Meesho, Flipkart, Myntra, right? Most of the shopkeepers have affiliate themselves with these platforms because they are falling short of the customer footfall at their shop. So if people are not coming to their shop, they started putting their products on the website of the Amazon. And with this, their horizon has also increased. Earlier they might be dealing with just a small city. Right now they have access to the whole country, so they may get the order from the different parts of the world. They might be sitting at Jammu and Kashmir and may get the order from Kanyakumari. So this is how this platform has increased the horizon or the access of the product of one shopkeeper sitting in Jammu and Kashmir. Now the product coming from the Jammu and Kashmir, maybe the Pashmina clothes are coming from the Jammu and Kashmir, are getting an access in different parts of the country, right? So use third-party promoter to generate the sale, common in e-commerce platform like Amazon affiliate. Next is your influencer marketing. Collaborate with social media influencer to promote product, leverage large follower base for brand exposure. Say for example, Boot, right? So you must have heard about this company, right? They are the audio products provider, right? It's like a headphone, earplugs, gaming tools, right? All the success which they have received is with the help of influencers on the marketing. So what they did, they start asking the gamers to make use of their electronic device. They asked the gamers to make use of headphone. They asked the gamers to make use of earplugs. They asked the gamers to make use of their gaming tools, right? If gamers are making use of it, and what is going to happen, the people who are watching those gamers playing suppose certain games, and the entire equipment or the sets which he is using, the audio set which he is using, is coming from the boat company. The person who really want to replicate that gamer will also look for buying the same product, right? They also hire some celebrity influencers also, but the main influence actually came via YouTubers, right? Those YouTubers who were making use of their products, and the moment people started seeing that, okay fine, this particular product they are using, this particular gamer is using, this particular YouTuber is also making use, he is doing the vlogging, and for vlogging he is using this particular headphone, so let me also have this thing, right? So that's what create a influence in the market, and people actually learn by seeing other, right? So if they are observing that you are doing it and you are getting success after doing or making use of this product, let me also make use of this product so that I can also get the success, or I can also get the same service or the experience which you are getting. It's not always about the success, or it could also be about the better experience. So you are getting a better experience by using this headphone, let me also purchase the same company. And cosmetic companies are also doing it, like a lot of cosmetic companies are providing the free cosmetics to the influencer and asking the influencers to talk good about those cosmetics, and they start applying while showing their video vlogs, and that's how they create the interest among the viewers. Okay, let me also make use of such cosmetic. That's what come under the influential marketing or the influencer marketing. Collaborate with social media influencer to promote product, but for this the influencer should have millions of the subscriber, right? As I have observed that one of the blog of the Saurav Joshi, he is having 22 million subscriber. So the one who is having 22 million subscriber, that means on a daily basis, at least if 22 million people are not watching him on at one go, 1 million people might be watching. If 1 million people see that my audio video are of great use, and he started making use of the headphone of both, so the people will start making use of it, right? So 22, such a big number, 22 million people are the subscriber. Just 1 million, if they started buying, their sales are going to get increased. So leverage the large follower base for the brand exposure. Another is a mobile marketing, which include SMS marketing in apps, advertising and mobile search engine operations. Target mobile users through the local base services. Another one is a video marketing, like use the platform like YouTube, Instagram Reels, right? Engaging audience through tutorials, reviews and the live streaming. So a lot of people who are suppose trying to educate the people about the stock market, or some people want to render the astrological services. So they are creating some YouTube Reels or Instagram Reels in order to catch the attention of the people that we are going to start the workshop on the stock market trading, right? Option FNO trading. We are going to start the workshop on astrological learnings. So they are creating the reels, and with the help of those reels, they are developing the awareness about their program. Web analytics and AI in digital marketing is going to help you to track out how your influence is going on in the market. Is there any influence of yours in the market or not, right? So you can track your business, you can track your success or return on the investment, track your behavior, engagement using tools like Google Analytics, using AI powered chatbot, predictive analytics for personalized marketing. So people can make use of different tools in order to assess whether they are really creating a substantial influence in the market or not, whether they able to generate some business based on that influencer or not. Like say for example, boat company might have use of certain influencers. So if they have used 5 different influencers, so they are going to assess which particular influencer has created a most remarkable impact, right, as compared to the other. So that kind of assessment is going to give him an idea that in future which particular influencer I should contact again, and which particular influencer I can ignore, right? So web analytics and AI in digital marketing is going to help you to minimize your cost of unnecessary spending the money on all. Now let's look at the examples in the digital marketing, that is a Nike, a personalized experience or the personalized marketing. Nike use AI driven recommendations to provide personalized shopping experience. Like Coca-Cola share the Coke campaign, use the personalized for printing customer name on the bottles and increasing in the engagement. Like Amazon recommendations on the engine using machine learning to suggest the product based on the customer preferences. Spotify wrapped up campaign, personalized users listening the data in an annual report, boosting customer retention. So these are some of the best examples taken up for explaining you the importance of digital marketing. That's how they try to create an impact. Like in most of the cases, people look for some personalized responses. So if Coke company is coming up with the name printed on the bottles, so the customer is going to feel very much privileged and will feel a part of the organization and will feel like buying that product again and again, because the company has given so much of weightage to the name and recognition of that client, right? So Nike is using AI driven recommendation to provide the personalized shopping experience, that last time you purchased this color suits on you the most, this size works on you, right? So such kind of the responses, if it comes while you are accessing the particular website of a company, you feel like that most of the work is done, right? My half of the concern is gone because this website is taking care of that concern. Now there are certain steps to develop the digital marketing strategies. So what are those different steps? Let us have a quick look at it. That define the goal, set objectives like brand awareness, lead generations, or the sales, right? So first you have to set your goal, that for what purpose you are really looking for some influencers. Say for example a company of boat, right? So if we are going to take the same example of audio products, so what was the purpose, what is the purpose behind, right? What you want to create a brand awareness, you want to go for the lead generation, or you're looking for the sale. So initially the company is looking for the brand awareness because there is no such awareness of their product in the market. So they were looking for the brand awareness, and that's the reason why they took the help of the influencers or the social media influencers. So now you have to identify the target audience, and you know the target audience are watching the YouTube influencers. So your target audience are the youngsters, are the young people, or maybe the youth, right? So the youngsters are watching YouTube. They are watching YouTube, they are watching reels, right? These people are highly influenced by the influencers. So the moment you identify your target audience, now you have to use the right channel, select the platform for based on the preferences of the your target audience. So that is going to be your YouTube. So you're going to make use of the YouTube. Now you have to create the content. Are you going to create the content yourself? So for this you are going to hire the influencers, right? Because young person are going to be the user of the headphone or maybe the earphones, right? They are the one who will be making the use of the gaming products, right? So they are the people who will be the users of it, and you know the people are watching the YouTube and the reels, Instagram, Facebook. They are wasting a lot of time on the social media. So influencers are going to be the people who can create an influence in the mind of this customer of mine or the segment of mine. Now you will try to optimize and implement the search engine operation, improve the search engine ranking. So you have to really get certain good reviews, you have to improve the ranking of your search engine. So for this you have to either pay to the Google, or you have to improve your ranking by improvising upon the number of the reviews or positive reviews, or the +5 ranking you are receiving. If you are receiving +5 ranking, automatically your ranking will come at the top, and if you are not receiving +5 ranking, then you have to pay to the Google for this. Then utilize paid advertising, run target ad campaign. And most of the time it is also observed that apart from the influencer, you can pay for the Google ads, you can pay for the Facebook ads, right? So you can have other avenues also, but if your influencers are doing well, then there is no need of paying additional. So you just pay to the influencer, because influencer themselves are going to help you to create a distinct position in the market. But if you really want to cater the youth from all the side, then you can go for influencer also, you can go for ad campaign also, you can hire the brand ambassador. They hire the Ranveer Singh as a brand ambassador for the boat, this audio product. Like they measure and analyze the performance like KPI, CTR, CPC, ROI, everything has to be assessed and evaluated in advance, then adjust and improve your strategy based on the analytics, right? Which particular influencer is really creating an influence in the market. So these are the certain steps which you can make use in order to create a digital marketing strategy. So with this we end this lecture, and before we end, let's have a concluding line. Like internet working and e-business strategies are vital for modern business to thrive in the digital age. Internet working business model rely on seamless connectivity and technology driven operation, while digital marketing strategy enable business to reach, engage and convert customer effectively. Business must adapt to the technology advancement, leverage data analytics and refine the digital strategies to maintain a competitive edge in the ever evolving digital landscape. So dear students, for further readings, you can refer to this book of Charles L. W. Hill, 13th edition on strategic management. Thank you.